Hi guys, Roy Lim here, Hobo. Now, we're going to talk about potential income of Grab driving. I think for the many seniors, you are more seasoned, very seasoned in fact. I'm just going to share for all these pre-grabbers what we can potentially earn. I'm more familiar with the night driving than the day driving, although I drive till morning peak hour or in evening peak hour. Daytime, yes, I have some familiarity. I hardly drive afternoon, hardly. Yeah. So I'm also talking from a 4S perspective. Many have talked about 6S, but it's not my cup of tea. And subsequent video, I will share more what I know about 6S, which is limited, and I will try to get interviewee who can be interviewed by me, and then share more about 6S. Now let's talk about potential income. I think everyone have certain target what you want to earn as a spare cash or full time, right? In the context we are talking about, there are retirees people, there are people like me who do full time grabbing, there are part timers. So each level of commitment, each category of expectation is to your satisfaction, right? For me, I'm just saying on the overall what we can achieve if you do, there's a X amount of hours. So in this context, we talk about, let's say 16 hours, right? If your target earning is 10,000 a month net, right? Net means after commission to Grab, and also net of all the petrol costs and so forth. So let me I've written down something, so I'll read from my handphone draft. So that if the target is 10,000 a month, so my driving hours which I select is 6 p.m. to midnight. So this period of time, this 6 hours, normally I can hit about 180 to 200 income after commission. And then from 12 a.m. to 9 a.m. is 300. So total is 500. Okay, I'm just using this as a benchmark. The more some guys I know, they break up the session. For me, I like to do in one single go. Some have break up into drive for 6 hours, rest for 6 hours, then drive another 6 hours. So it depends on each individual schedule, right? What's your home commitment, caregiving commitment, right? Even I have my own caregiving, family caregiving responsibility. So when I said if you do evening 6 p.m. to midnight is 200. So from 12 a.m. you continue to next morning peak hour 9 a.m. you will be able to hit 500 gross after commission, right? That's gross after the Grab commission. So if you deduct the expenses, which I will subsequently share. Now this 500 also is after you contribute to CPF. It can be achieved. The CPF scheme which our GOV have launched 1st of January, but really benefit us and benefit me and my age group, because I need my retirement fund to as a backup, right? As a backup of everything, right? So I definitely encourage everyone to sign on the CPF scheme. Okay, so 500, normally I minus about 170 of expenses, including car rental. First of all, it will be deducted if you are renting car. For Grab rental, they deduct every morning at 9:22 and in the evening as well. If morning they didn't deduct the sum, which you may not have sufficient fund, you should then build up the funds, and in the evening they can deduct. But on this point, have a certain amount of reserve funds in your cash wallet, right? For purpose of rental deduction to reserve fund if you are on holiday to you need to attend to certain urgent what do you call it, impromptu matter, or MCs, right? Medical sick leave and so forth. Okay, so from the 500, what are the costs? The cost in my calculation is 170 per day. It involves the $60 petrol. Mine is a hybrid. So EV have a cheaper what do you call it, electric pumping charges, but you wait for 1.5 hours, so it's a waste of time. I can earn extra money for that 1 hour. But okay, we're talking about hybrid EV for my case, a Hyundai Ioniq. So petrol, I put it at $60. The rental every day, including the highest insurance available from Grab Rental, is $90. Then the car park, overall, including my HDB to during my lunchtime, certain break time that I need to park in HDB or private car park, I give it to $3 per day. And then accident and maintenance budget. When I say maintenance, it could be the car cleaning and maintenance to certain parts that the service center might not include, or sometimes right, we met certain minor or major accident, so I budget as per day $5. Okay, that also have another $10 for my makan, food and drink a day. I only eat one meal a day, so $10 is enough for me. And then another one is touch wood, is traffic fine or penalty or car park fine, whatever. I give it at $2 per day. I'm very conservative in this aspect, so you do your own calculation. Now this total as $170. So when 500 gross income after commission, you minus this cost of operation per day, you get $330. If you multiply by 30 days, it's 9,900. If you include certain incentive, daily, weekly, and monthly stake program incentive, which will be very good if you can drive 10 over hours a day, you drive like 16 hours a day, then you will be easily hitting 1,000 plus. That of course, if you are diamond or diamond tier, right, or sapphire tier, you will be close to that income as well. But if you hit 16 hours a day or 12 hours a day, you should easily be hitting the diamond tier status, right, within the quarter. Now, but earning also have to bear in consideration of income tax, right? This is not factored into this particular daily calculation, right? And then if you want to contribute more to your CPF or MediSave, go ahead, right? The rule does not forbid that, right? How about your future medical costs? If you have certain medical costs or your family members have some medical costs, you need to contribute. How about to your own health insurance, right? If you don't buy top up from your NTUC income or AIA insurance and so forth. And then for car depreciation, for those gentlemen or ladies who have owned their own car, you need to consider your own car depreciate. You buy something of liability, which is a car, right? Flat property we own is asset, but when buying car is a liability. Every year we reduce the value, right? You spend 180,000, let's say 200,000 on a car, it reduces in value over each year. And then always have backup rainy day saving. You never know what will happen. Another COVID will come, or you know, nowadays our Mr. US President Donald Trump is creating a havoc around the world. We do not know when the next recession will come. So on the overall, it's not that difficult. Now this is based on 16 hours, but I did my calculation. You can actually do 14 hours, 13 to 14 hours. You also can achieve about 10k. This calculation on 16 hours will exceed 10k if you do every day. But on the practical side of things, not everyone can tahan driving every single day 16 hours. So there will be some times when I take a break. I do take a break, right? I'm not a monster machine, right, that I don't take a break. So once a month or once every fortnight, I use my stake bonus or certain incentive. Oh yeah, if I have certain incentive, let's say I got 1,000 or 500 incentive, it means that I can don't drive for 1 day, all right, or 2 days. Then that's my break lah. Yeah. So on the other hand, also for break time, because my car rental is 1 year contract, I purposely stop at 1 year contract. I don't do 2 years contract, even if I don't need brand new car, right? If it's 1 year contract, after the 1 year contract, I return the car back to Grab Rental or any rental company outside, and then I take a break for 1 month, completely don't drive, then recharge, and then get another car for 12 months, and then start driving again. So that's my strategy. So before you do Grab, or you are now doing Grab, please have a strategy, right? Please have a routine that you want to follow, or a target you want to achieve, right? To each is different, right? Part-timer, retirees, to full-time Grab driver, part-time Grab driver, everyone's story is different. I'm just saying that if you want to achieve 10,000, then you need to drive about 14 to 16 hours a day, right? weekdays is a bit longer time, which is 15 hours. You can achieve 500. But weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and public holiday, Eve and so forth, normally can exceed. But of course, there will always be some downtime. You have to also think of one whole year. There's it's not consistently one flat line that every day you can earn $500. There's always months of quiet demand for Grab driving, right? Demand is up and down, right? It's a full cycle of activities, right? Human activities that have demand and supply. The number of demand for our rides and the supply from the Grab driver, how many Grab drivers are there on the road. So normally like school holiday, long weekend tends to be on a slower demand. So you have to average out, right? So these are sense of common sense in terms of Grab driving. Okay, so it's achievable, and sometimes I overachieve when I drive 16. Let's say my target is 500, but normally I can achieve 530, 560 gross. Then subtracting it, I still can have a very decent return. Yeah, but on a strict side, you also can achieve. Another formula is that you can achieve $460 a day, and then deduct the $470 a day minus 170, you still hit 300. So 300 multiplied by 30 days is 9,000. That is net income, and then plus your various incentive, various money stick program incentive, that will also hit your 10,000 target. So those want to do 12 hours, 10 hours, you use this table as a calculation. Okay, on the per hour rate, I will tell you that average peak hour is $40 per hour. That is from peak hour. When is peak hour? Monday to Thursday is 7 to 9 a.m. Or evening 6 to 8 p.m. and 9 to 10 when the retail shop start closing, restaurants start closing. That's another mini peak hours. Alright, for Friday, however, the peak hours start from 6 p.m. all the way to next morning, Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. Right, now about 9 o'clock before the rate start to come down. So morning, evening peak hour can achieve and cannot achieve, but I'm talking about average. It's not a mass die. Yeah, another peak hour I noted is where you can earn $40 an hour. A peak, not in terms of peak hour, but in terms of the peak earning at $40 will be at midnight. 12 to 5 a.m. tend to be able to achieve $40 if you do Grab consistently. So this is my personal experience after over 2 years, right? Because I specialize in night driving, right? You guys know. So on weekend, Saturday, Sunday, the peak is normally 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. There's a lot of activities around. People need to go for a marathon race or go for church, you know. There's a kind of a mini peak hour there, and in the evening around 5, 6, 7 p.m. So these are weekend time. So weekdays and weekend, the peak hours are different. For average peak hour, I said again, I can achieve about $40. Sometimes 35, 40 lah. I'm just taking as a benchmark, right? For peak hour, minimum I've earned is not high. My record was, because of traffic jam, $20. Peak hour maximum I ever earned once is $70 for that hour. It was a rainy day. For average non-peak hour, average earning overall is about $25 to $30 if you're lucky. So that's the range, right? On the average, I think it's about $28 per hour for non-peak hours. So the record for me set lowest during non-peak hour, 1 hour I earned $18. The maximum was only $35. So I only find it efficient to drive midnight, right? Midnight, or as I said, if I drive my 16 hours, crazy hour will be 6 p.m. to next morning 10. After that I have to car wash and clean my car. So overall, I hope this gives you a very basic understanding or more overall calculation of what you can earn during peak hour and non-peak hours. So let me repeat that. Peak hours, aside from the rush hours, there's another peak hour is midnight, 12 to 5 a.m. So that normally I can hit 40. Crossing 40 is a bit harder, except maybe on Friday, Saturday night. But averagely can hit 40. Certain lower season I only hit 35, but I would say 40 will be the good indication. For non-peak is close to 30 an hour, right? That is before you deduct your overall daily cost. Yeah. So what I hope I'm sharing will give you a benchmark what you can earn. So for those gentlemen, ladies who keep asking me, if I drive 10 hours, how much I earn? If 12 hours I drive, how much I earn? So very simple. You just take it on the overall average of $30 per hour, right? If you want to put $28 also can. So you just press your calculator. 10 hours you drive, multiply by 30 per hour is 300. So from there you deduct your cost of operation per day, right? The petrol, your car park, your makan, right? Your rental and so forth. So how much are you left? Then you can base on that minus and get the final figure you can earn per month. Yeah. So, but all of us who rent car normally have to drive 5-6 hours to recuperate the rental itself, the operational cost itself. So my daily operational cost, I myself, I'm non-smoker, I put at 170. Okay, anyway, I hope this is interesting enough for you, and I hope to share more. You can let me know what you want me to talk about. I will share from my own experience. Now, for those pre-grabber newbies who want to join my MSG group, which is my SG Grab Live groups for mutual support and for sharing, please PM me, and then I will interview you and then pull you to the group. Right, safe drive, guys. Take care.